So now we're going to do surface areas of like triangular prisms. So if you look at this, all of these are 5. So all of these are 5 because that's the side length of the triangle. We know this is 9, right? So these are all 9s. Okay, and then we know the height of this triangle is 4.3. So I know there's 2 triangles, so I'm going to kind of figure out what is 4.3 times 5. So 15, carry the 1, that's 21. So it's 21.5, but it is a triangle, so you multiply those, and then you divide it by 2. 21.5 divided by 2. Doesn't go in. Just bring down the 5. And that would be a 7, 14, 1, 0. So it's 10.75 for each of these. So this is 10.75 and this triangle is 10.75. So you can do this again by the nets. Now each of the rectangles are the same. 9 by 4, these are all 45s. So you're going to take your calculator, that is fine, and you're going to take 45 plus 45 plus 45 plus 10.75 plus 10.75. And you're going to add all of those up. And you get 156.5 inches squared. Okay. So when you unfold these, if I look at number 2, if I unfold it, I can see that this is 15, right? If I look at the triangle, this is 8. So my height of my triangle is 8. And then the slant is 17. So this is 15, 8, and 17. That 17 is important because it has to fold up with this, and the 8 folds up with this. Okay, and then I know the height in between the 2 triangles is 10. So this is 10 all the way across. Okay, so I can find these rectangles. This is a 10 by 8, so this guy's 80. 15 times 10 is 150. 17 times 10 is 170. So those are pretty easy. Now I've got to do 1/2 8 times 8 times 15. Well, half of 8 is 4, and 4 times 15 is 60. So this triangle is 60, and this triangle is 60. So then I'm going to take all 5 of those numbers, and I'm going to add them up. So take your calculator and add up those numbers. 80 plus 150 plus 170 plus 60 plus 60, and I got 520 centimeters squared. Okay, I would like you to pause the video and I would like you to try number 3. So on number 3, the triangle itself is, what's the height in between? The slant is 10, and it looks like this is longer, so 8 and 6, which would make this 6 and 6, and this 10 and 10, and the distance between all of these is 25. So 6 times 25, I'm just thinking about 25s as quarters. So if I had 6 quarters, I had $1, I would have $1.50. Whoa. Right? Okay, if I had 8 quarters, I would have $2. Oh, I saw the wrong one. Okay, and if I had 10 quarters, I would have $2.50. So now I'm going to do the triangle. So it's base 1/2 times 6 times 8. So half of 6 is 3, and 3 times 8 is 24. So that means these triangles have to be the same. So I'm going to take all of those numbers and I'm going to add them up on my calculator. So 250 plus 200 plus 150. And then I'm going to add 24 plus 24. And I get 520. No, I don't. I was looking at the wrong one. Sorry. That's the next one. I get 648 feet squared. Okay. Now, you can use the same trick I did earlier. So you have, and it doesn't matter what you do first. So you have 2 triangles. Okay. I know the dimensions of the triangles. The base is 5. The height is 11.8. So I have 2 triangles, and the formula is 1/2 times 5 times 11.8, right? And so 11.8 times 5 would be 9 is 59. Okay, and so 2 times a half, isn't that 1? And so 1 times 59 is just 59. So my two triangles are 59 because I times it by 2. Okay, and now I have rectangles. I have 3 rectangles I'm looking at. I have one rectangle right here that's 5. So I'm going to say rec 1. Rec 1 is 5 by 16, which is 80. And now here's the thing. Aren't the other two 12s? Okay, so I'm going to do both of them at the same time. I'm going to say rec 2 and 3. I have 2 of them that are 16 by 12. Okay, and so if I do 16 times 12, that is 192. Okay, and if I do 192 times 2, I get 384. And then I'm just going to add those up. 3, carry the 1, 16, 17, 22, and you get 523 feet squared. Okay, so you can choose. You can unfold that and you can draw the net, or you can try to just do each piece. I don't really care. Okay, let's try one more of those. So the first thing I do the 2 triangles. Okay, they're going to be the same. So I'm going to do the base on these is 10 and the height is 8.6. So 1/2 10 times 8.6. Okay, so first off, 2 times 1/2 times 10 times 8.6 is 86. And 2 times 1/2, that's always going to be 1. So you just end up with 86 for both those triangles. Okay, so now if you look at this, all of your triangle sides are 10. So you have 3 rectangles. You have 3 of them that are 10 times 18. Well, 10 times 18 is 180. So 3 times 180 is 540. So I add those together and I get 626 millimeters squared. So you can do them all at once, or you can do them as a net. Okay, so I would like you to try question 6. Pause the video and try question 6. Okay, your triangles, if you look at the triangle, here's my height, and there's, because that's the right angle, and that's 8. So I have 2 triangles. 2 triangles that are 1/2 times 6 times 8. So 1/2 of 6 is 3. 3 times 8 is 24. And 2 times 24 is 48. Okay. Now I'm going to erase this just so we can see it better. All of my rectangles have lengths of 5. So I have a rectangle that is right here. This rectangle right here is a 6 by 5. So I have a 6 by 5, so that's 30. Okay, then I have this rectangle here, which is an 8 by 5, which is 40. And then I have this rectangle down here, which is a 10 by 5, which is 50. So if I add those up, there's 8, and then 7, 11, 16. So my answer is 168 meters squared. Okay, so you have the 2 triangles, and then you do the rest of them. Okay, I would like you to pause the video and do number 7. Okay, the answer for number 7, I'm just going to write it down. If you miss it, get a hold of me and I'll work it for you. But it's 221.6 inches squared. And I'm okay if you use a calculator. Okay. I would like you to pause the video and I would like you to do number 9. The answer on number 9 is 89.5 inches squared. Okay, so that is surface area of prisms and pyramids.